Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Gloria's Estates. And boy, do we have an amazing show for you tonight. You're not going to believe this. We have been slammed busy, but we've been slammed busy buying some of the most amazing stuff that you could possibly imagine. As a matter of fact, we bought out the entire inventory of an older jewelry store. Now, one of the really cool things and fun things about buying out an older jewelry store is some of the amazing historical pieces that you can find in lots like we've bought. So, we're going to have a chance tonight, unlike any other time, to run through an almost complete history of jewelry for the last 200 years. Yes, you heard me, the last 200 years. And showing you different styles, what to see, what you expect, and most importantly and most amazingly, we're going to be able to sell these pieces to you tonight. So, as always, I like to add my caveat. If you see anything tonight, please don't delay. Each one of these, we only have one of them. We're not some major outfit out there that's got 50 of these. When you buy out a store like this, you get one crack at it, so don't miss it. If you see something you like, give us a ring, 662-781-8400, because I can absolutely promise you a lot of these are going to go super fast. So here's where we're going to start. We're going to start with one of the most incredible pieces in the bunch. It's going to be the oldest piece in the bunch. Really wanted to show this off to you. Now this one here is going to be from anywhere between 1850 and 1870. Let's let you get a closer look at it, and I'll show you why we know it's that old. Now if you look at those diamonds all the way around the center, those are not your standard round brilliant diamonds, European cut diamonds, mine cut diamonds. Those are actually predate all of these back to rose cut diamonds. And something like this is not traditionally set in 10 or 14 karat. It's traditionally set in 12 karat gold. So this particular beauty features a 5.2 round pearl in the middle, and it has 11 of those rose cuts all the way around the outside. But pieces like this are absolutely amazing, historical, and they don't stick around long. So something like this, please get this while you can. So our normal starting price on this is supposed to be $299. I tell you what, we can let it go for tonight. How about $200? That's right, $200 for an over 150-year-old piece of jewelry. You do not see deals like this. These don't pop up. These aren't in the chain store. So if you see it and you like it, give us a call at 662-781-8400, and I can promise you, this will be gone super fast. All right, so the next one that I wanted to show off is something very similar. It's slightly newer than it, and this one, instead of featuring a pearl, features this absolute magnificent opal. Now, I'm going to let you get a closer look at it, and there's unfortunately some bad news about this piece. The opal has taken abuse, but remember that in the times past, some of the few tutorials, the other tutorials that we've done, we've gone over different stones and colored stones. And one of the things that we always focused on was the hardness of those stones. Well, opals and pearls traditionally tend to be the softest material that we use in jewelry. And so they tend to get worn down. They tend to have problems. So this opal is slightly worn down, and you'll also notice that it's missing one of the rose cut diamonds. So I haven't really put a price on this, but it does have a 3.8 millimeter blue opal, and this one is marked 14 karat, and that's how I know it's slightly newer than the other one, but it's still going to be somewhere between, in the Victorian area, between 1870 and 1890, so just after the United States Civil War. This one here is a size 8 3/4, but I really need help whether or not I should take the time and the money to find a rose cut, repair this out all the way, whether or not it'd be worth it. So if you think it's worth it, or you like this beauty, go ahead and drop us a note, drop us a message. Tell us what you want to see us do with this beautiful piece, because right now we're kind of in a limbo. We're not sure exactly what or how we're going to do it, because very hard to replace those older stones. Now, luckily we happen to be in that business and see a lot of these older things, but I went through my magical stash and I didn't see any right away. But maybe I'll dig a little bit more when I have more time, because after all, we have spent the last couple weeks buying hundreds and hundreds of pieces of jewelry. So maybe we'll be able to fix it. Well, let's move on to the next one. This one's a little bit newer. This one is going to be from the 1880s and 1890s. And part of the reason that I know that is that it has a mine cut diamond. So if you want to jump back to one of our tutorials on the 4 C's of diamonds and the different ages of diamonds, this one here, as you know, was cut between 1880s and 1900s was when it was most common, kind of right before De Beers took over the entire market. And these diamonds were actually cut and polished at the mine versus being moved to central areas in Amsterdam, Israel, other places that involved cutters, lapidaries that would cut the stones down and move them onto the market. So this one here is in a size 6, and its mine cut is right at a 1/10 of a carat, and it has 2 3mm round seed pearls. Again, beautiful piece, wonderful piece of history, over 100 years old, and our normal price on it is only $299. But I tell you what, because we want to pass this beautiful historical piece on to you, we're going to do it tonight for $200. How does that sound? $200 for over 100-year-old beauty of a ring that just has an amazing amount of simplicity, amazing amount of beauty, an amazing amount of shine. Very cool, very neat, very interesting. Well, speaking of mine cuts, we're going to move on to the next one. We have a beautiful example, prime example of mine cut, and I've got one customer out there that honestly will not let this sit for more than about 10 minutes. So I'm going to give everybody a chance to beat her, but honestly, you're going to have to rush to get this one because this is amazing. So this one here is in 18 karat gold, and it's a size 7 1/4, most likely between 1910s and 1920s. One of the things I want to show you that's very, very traditional of that mine cut diamond is notice the height of the stone. Because it was cut at the mine, not on a laser, not in a major center, that these did not have perfectly rounded proportions. But they still carry the fire, they still carry the beauty and the simplicity that the diamond shines all the way through history. So this one here, the center stone, is approximately 0.73 carats total weight. Now I know it doesn't look like a 3/4 carat stone, and part of the reason is that remember that the size of stone is not decided by how big it is at the top, it's by its actual weight. And when there's much deeper and much thicker, like this stone is, they're the size of a modern 1/2 carat, but they actually carry about a traditional 30 or 40% more in diamond weight, which is why this one ends up being a 3/4 carat. Now, its normal price is $9.99, but I tell you what we can do it for tonight. Get this amazing cathedral setting, $600. That's right, $600 for this phenomenal beauty, phenomenal looking stone that just will wow anybody, amaze your friends, and show off a beautiful piece of history. Cool. Let's move on to the next one. Now, the next one is another phenomenal Victorian piece. Now, this one here is a Baroque pearl, and it's a size 6 1/2. And again, this one is in 12 karat gold. So something very traditional of that Victorian period where they didn't strictly work in 10 and 14 karat gold. They mixed a lot. So a lot of jewelers would make their own molds and melt everything that they had that they were working on. So it's somewhere around 12 karat gold. So the single Baroque pearl, a Victorian design, is normally supposed to be marked at $199. But I tell you what we can do it for tonight. How about a $100 bill? That's right, a 100-year-old ring for a $100 bill. How does that sound? That sounds like a really cool deal, something you can't pass up. Now again, we're going to be watching this. We're going to be waiting for your phone call, so give us a call, 662-781-8400. Don't let this one get past you, because honestly, this one with that design and that style and that everything, that class, will go quick. All right, here's another one. Now this one is a little bit of a newer design. This one is approaching the newer style, the 1910s and 19 teens. design, this triple pearl ring really shows off the design of its time. Let's get a really good look at it. So in the center, it's got an 8.2 millimeter gray pearl, and it's got two 4.5 millimeter white pearls on each side of it. It's a size 8.25 ring in 14 karat gold. And I tell you what, this one doesn't look beefy, but this one really does have a lot of weight. It's a good, steady, thick band. It really has a great girdle on it that's holding those stones in really, really well. And its normal price is only $349. But I tell you what, I think we can get you a great deal on this. In fact, do we want to make this the deal of the day? Absolutely. Let's make this the deal of the day. Let's do it for $200. $200 for size 8.25, 14 karat yellow gold, thick, heavy, beautiful triple pearl ring, over 100 years old. Super, super neat, super great deal. Again, deal of the day. Do not miss out on this one, because again, this one here will go super incredibly fast. All right, now this one here is going to be my favorite for the night. So, but you know, I'm always a little biased. Now this one here is approaching a little bit modern. We're going to run into European cuts. So this one here is going to be from the 1920s or 1930s. So that center stone measures out at a 0.93. So it's just a hair under 1 carat. And it's on a size 5, 14 karat gold band with 2 baguettes on each side. So the total weight is going to be at 1 carat total weight. The one thing that really sets this ring off, that sets this stone off, is the beauty in the stone, the color of the stone, and the way it shines. Now, the stone itself is probably going to easily grade as a VS2, SI1 at worst. And the color on it is E or F. Probably going to be in that range. And I tell you what, normal price on this is going to be $29.99.95. Yes, $3,000. But I tell you what we can do it for tonight, because the shine on this, the sheen on this, the color on this is incredible. We can do it for $2,000. That's right, $2,000 for this phenomenal baguette and round European cut diamond ring. Now, if you're looking in there real close and you see that spot in the center, that's actually very traditional of European cuts, because what they did was they cut the culet off the bottom of the diamond. Now, a lot of people ask me, why did they do that? Well, it's because they felt that it actually added more and differential light to the stone versus the modern round brilliant diamonds, which kept that culet nice and sharp to a sharp point. They figured that when they cut that culet off, it would add different frames of light, and that's why you're seeing that little bitty spot in the center. It's actually not a spot. It's the cut of the diamond itself, which is pretty cool. Well, staying in that same range, here we go. We got another beautiful one from the 1920s and 1930s. How about this amazing opal and filigree ring, right? Really neat. Now this one here is a 10 karat gold, and it's a size 6. But look at the amazing quality of this opal, the craftsmanship of the work, and even approaching 100 years old, you can obviously tell that somebody loved, cared for, and really, really loved this ring. So our normal price on this beauty, this historical beauty, is $149. I'll tell you what we can do it for tonight. $100 bill. That's right. I love doing these 100-year-old pieces for $100 bills. Where else, anywhere, can you find 100-year-old rings with real gold, real gemstones, real diamonds for $100? Nowhere but here at Glorious. Remember, if you see anything tonight you like, go ahead and give us a message. Send us a text, or just give us a call. Phone number 662-781-8400. Because, wow. And I told you at the start of this, we are going to have some amazing pieces. We're going to keep rolling, and trust me, these are going to blow you away. Give me 1 second. Here we go. Another one of our all-time favorites. We're moving into the Art Deco style, which is going to be more closer to your 1930s, 1940s. Quite a bit of these into the 50s. Now, this particular one is 10 karat gold, and it's marked as a Sabrina company. So it's a size 6.5, and it has three round brilliant diamonds in it. and it's right at 1/4 carat total weight. But I just love these Art Deco filigree styles that carry so much beauty from the past that are absolutely phenomenal. And I'll tell you what, our normal price on this is $149. You know what? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Let's do it for a $100 bill again. That's right. $100 for a 1940s, 1950s Art Deco style ring with a 1/4 carat worth of diamonds and a beautiful size 6.5 filigree band. $100 bill. And remember that we're still running our shipping special. So for $10, we will box up and ship anything in the show tonight, whether it's one piece, two pieces, the whole night. We're going to box these up and send them to you. So don't miss out, because we will ship anywhere in the United States for a $10 bill. Don't say it can't happen. We'll get it to you. All right, here we go. Continuing in that same era, this 1940s, 1950s. Love these little Art Deco styles. Get you a really good close-up of this one. So this one here is in 14 karat white gold, and it has 15 round single cut diamonds, right at a 1/4 carat total weight. It has 2 blue, now unfortunately in this case they are glass stones, and the center stone is about 1/10 of a carat, and it's a round brilliant diamond. Now it's a size 5.5, like I said, white gold, but the incredible look on this, the incredible beauty of it, really stands the test of time. These Art Deco rings, these amazing pieces of art, really continue to today, and they wow everybody, including me. Obviously, everybody knows that I'm a jewelry fanatic. I love diamonds, I love colored stones, I love all the pretty little baubles, and this one is no exemption. It is a phenomenal piece of art. Don't let this get past you. Again, its regular price is $399, but I tell you what, we can do it tonight for, how about $250? $250 for this incredible piece. Can't find them anywhere like it. It's absolutely lovely. All right, so here we go. We're getting a little bit newer, and you'll notice it's kind of been the trend, but I figured, that would be a good progression along timelines. So we're going to move on to the next one, which is your traditional set, and these were mostly made in the 1950s and 1960s. Now, they did have a few before, and they made quite a few of them afterwards, but this particular one was right in that same range. It's set in 14 karat gold, and it is a size 9, which is something very uncommon, especially for that age, to find one this big. So I love finding rings like this that are pre-sized a little bit larger. It does make it easier. So altogether, the center stone is a 1/4 carat, and it has 6 4-point diamonds all the way around it, and its total weight is 1/2 carat total weight. So our normal price on this is supposed to be $599. I'll tell you what, I'm not going to do that. Not tonight. Not to you, lovely people. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to do it for $300. That's right, $300 for this half-century old, wonderful piece of history that you can own for half price. $300. Don't let deals like this and steals like this get away from you. Believe me, most of the stuff in this show is going to sell, if not tonight, within a couple days. So if you think it can wait, it really can't. Trust me, it will move on out of here. All right, we got the next one. Again, same age. And you can tell after a while of watching me that we get certain styles that we certainly love. One of my favorite gold styles is that beautiful filigree pattern. And it doesn't matter in any way, shape, or form. And this one here holds a single round 20-point diamond in the center, but I love the look on it. I love the just shine and sheen that comes along with this beautiful ring. It's a size 7.5, and its normal price is $179. Tell you what, $100 bill. That's right, I know we're kind of getting on a trend here, but you know what? That's not a bad thing, because we're making these rings, these pieces of history, affordable enough for anybody, where a $100 bill can buy you some amazing pieces of art, pieces of history, and pieces of the past. So don't let these deals pass you by. because they will go fast. All right, we're gonna move on to the next one. Now, this next one, I actually had to do a little research on because I was very unfamiliar with this stone. Now, it is a very soft stone. And again, we're gonna come back to the filigree. And this ring is specifically for my tiny but mighty ladies, because I love my tiny but mighty ladies, but let's get you a really good look on this. So the filigree scroll work on each side of this blue stone is just phenomenal. Now the stone does have a little bit of disrepair to it. What I believe the stone is called a smithsonite. Now this is in the turquoise family, but because this ring again is from the 1940s, 1950s, a little bit older, it has taken years and years of abuse, and those are not very hard stones. But I do believe that this piece of history in a size 4 could easily be still shown off, shown as beautiful, shown as a piece of art. And because of its smaller stature, it brings a smaller price tag. So it's normally would be only be marked at $119.95. I tell you what we can do it for tonight. $80. That's right, $80. Get this amazing piece. And I'll tell you what, even if you wanted to drop in a different stone, just the artwork, the scroll work of this ring is absolutely worth what it is. I love it. I think it's gorgeous. I think it's wonderful. And don't sit on this. Don't let it go, because it absolutely is going to fly on out of here. All right, let's keep going. So our next piece is going to move into a slightly newer generation. Now this one's going to be from the 1970s and 1980s, and this is where more of the round brilliant diamonds, the cluster styles, and they started to incorporate quite a few more colored stones. Yes, I'm a colored stone nerd. So let's take a really good close look at this. Now this one here is in 14 karat gold, and it is a size 7. And that oval stone in there is approximately a 1 carat rose quartz. Now there's 18 round brilliant diamonds around it, and each one's right at 3 points apiece for approximately 1.5 carats. So all together in stones, it's a 1.5 carat ring, 0.5 carat in diamonds, 1 carat worth of rose quartz. This one here is supposed to be priced at $349. And I'll tell you what, it should be priced way higher than that, because this is a beautiful ring. It has an amazing color, amazing sheen. And honestly, you don't see very many well-cut rose quartz stones out there. So when they get like this and they're accompanied by beautiful diamonds, it's hard to pass up the beauty, and it's hard to deny the shine, the color, and the sheen that it has. So it's supposed to be priced at $349. I tell you what, let's do it tonight for $200. That's right, $200. 1970s, 1980s, rose quartz and diamond. This beautiful piece is very reminiscent of the past and moving into the future, but still really cool, really neat. All right, let's move on. The next one's a really fun one. And this one's not going to be for the faint of heart. It involves 2 different stones that are a little bit softer. So I'm going to give a caveat and a warning. To anyone who buys this, please don't tell me you're hard on your jewelry, because this will not survive. This again is from the 60s and the 70s, and it's a size 6 ring in 10 karat gold. But what it does is it features a black onyx with just an amazing white opal on the top of it. Now the opal's about 1/4 carat, and normally this ring is only going to be priced at $129. Tell you what, tonight let's do it for even cheaper than that. How about $80? $80 for this phenomenal mix of opal and black onyx that really shines. I love the combo. It's not really something I've seen a whole lot before, so I love when people mix different styles and different colored stones together that you don't traditionally see. This is a prime and a perfect example of that, because it comes out beautifully. Absolutely phenomenal. Love it to death. All right, the next piece is very fun and more for show than anything else. All right, we're moving into the 1980s, and one of the cool things that came out in the 80s was all this mechanical jewelry, right? And you would see all kinds of fun stuff like this. and there were smaller guys all over the country that were using their own trees at home to make and build their own rings. For any of you that love the coin rings or the Nike rings or anything in that style, this was about the same age. And guys would stay at home and make these over and over and over again. So it's very cool. This one is set in 10 karat gold and it's size 6 3/4. However, I can't sell it. You're asking me why. Yes, it's a cool, interesting, neat piece, but it's not licensed by Disney. So if it's not licensed by Disney, I can't resell it. So unfortunately, this piece is going to be headed to the smelter, but don't worry, it will be formed and shaped into another beautiful piece of art, which you can wear. It just won't have Mickey Mouse on it because it does not say licensed by Disney on the back. This is just a mass-produced 1980s one. So I thought it was cool. I really wanted to include it. But yeah, unfortunately, it's going to be one of those pieces that we're just not going to be able to sell. I'm sorry. I love you, but Disney scares me. All right, here we go. We're going to move on to the next one. This is definitely a more modern style. This one here is going to be absolutely what we're going to see in the modern round brilliant diamond. Now, this particular stone here, and I'll get you a really good look at it, is in size 7 and 14 karat white gold. And that center stone is going to be, hang on, give me 1 second.
Marked 1.04.
Right. This one here is going to be marked 1.04. That center stone is going to be an SI2 or somewhere around there, and a G and an H in color. Its normal price is supposed to be $29.99.95. I'll tell you what, we can sell this beautiful piece to you tonight for, how about $1,600? That's right, $1,600 for a 1.04 carat single round brilliant diamond set in 14 karat size 7. Now, and the reason why I said whoops is I want to bring out this other one, which is very similar, but I want to show you mainly the difference in the quality. So this other one is marked a 1.1, right? But instead of it being very good stone, it's the opposite. So this one here is going to be an I2 or an I3. It's going to be a J color, and it's a size 7. Now, where the other one was priced at $29.99, this one's only priced at $14.99. And I tell you what, we'll sell it tonight for $1,000. And that truly shows the separation and the difference between the colors and the quality and the stone of diamonds, and not just buying by size, but buying by overall quality of the piece. Especially in jewelry, it's not the quantity, it's the quality. So size 7, normal price $14.99, and I tell you what we can do it for tonight, $1,000. So if you've ever needed or wanted or desired a 1 carat diamond, here's a perfect opportunity to get into one for a good, respectable price. And it is not a terrible stone, but honestly, it's not the best. But either one of these would be phenomenal for you and very, very beautiful to have. All right, now, going on from there, this is going to be the most modern style. This one here is going to get into our halo settings. This is exceedingly popular nowadays. And I really love these pieces because these halo pieces keep that invisibility look without an air of pretense, and they look phenomenal for what they are. Now this one here is set in 14 karat white gold. Again, it's going to be for my tiny but mighty ladies because it's a size 4 3/4. And in the center is about 1/5 of a carat princess cut diamond surrounded by a double halo, and there's 47 2-point diamonds all the way around it. So right at 1 carat total weight. So this piece here is going to be the most modern piece that we found in it. And our normal price is $899.95. But I'll tell you what, we can sell it to you tonight for $500. That's right, $500 for this approximate 1 carat total weight, size 4 3/4, white gold 14 diamond halo ring. Really love this piece. So I really want to get some input from y'all what was your favorite piece tonight? Did you like the old stuff? Do you like the new stuff? Which one is your favorite? Because my favorite varies all the way across the board, but we want to hear it from you. We want to hear what styles you like. We want to hear what ages you like. Do you want to see more of this or more of that and everything else? Now, before you go, I got one last surprise for you. This was the strangest one in the bunch. Never seen anything like this, but I gotta show it off. All right, check this out. Now this one here is in at least 14 karat gold. We do suspect that it's gonna be higher than 14 karat gold. It might be closer to 16 karat gold. This is a custom design ring. And for any of you that haven't figured it out by now, those stones in there are diamonds. That's correct. Raw, uncut, from the ground, mined diamonds. Probably think each one of those is going to be right at 5 or 6 carats each. And this ring, by design, it has to be by design, weighs exactly 1 ounce. 1 ounce. Now this particular ring is a size 13 and a half. So look at that. Perfect for everyday wear. Maybe I can get away with it. Its regular price is $29.99.99. But I tell you what, if you want this most unusual piece, the oddest one in the bunch, definitely a showcase piece, definitely a conversation starter, you can have it tonight for $2,000. That's right, $2,000 for an ounce of gold with 2 6-carat raw cut diamonds, $2,000. Again, don't find deals, rings, styles, makes, anything like this anywhere else. So I hope you all had a great time tonight. I hope you enjoyed our little kind of mix of story time and tutorial and showcase and everything else, because I had an absolute blast. This was a lot of fun. This was a very big step, very big move, and we picked up a lot of stuff. So don't worry. We're going to keep coming at you with all kinds of beautiful, amazing, some of them one-of-a-kind pieces that you've never seen before. As always, I want to thank you for taking the time, for welcoming us into your home. We really love you. We really love spending this time with you. So if you get a chance, go ahead and like and share us. Jump over to YouTube, give us a shout, give us a like, go ahead and subscribe, because that really helps build our channel, grow our channel. And if there's anything we can do for you, don't be afraid to message us. Don't be afraid to call us. We'll answer your questions however we can. As always, thank you, and we'll see you next time.
Everlasting and true, it's all because of you. That smile sure looks good on you. That smile sure looks good